Hekiba, please tell me that my sister is all right. I mean, if anything happens to her, then...
It'll be on your shoulders. You did know what was in Charity's closet.
But I never meant for anyone to really go to hell.
Actions speak louder than words. But don't get yourself in a twist. You still have options.
I will do anything.
You could join me. Yes, you see how terribly busy I am these days. I could use an assistant, a full-time one. Of course, you'd have to relocate to the underworld.
Everyone who lives there is... dead.
It's not nearly so bad as you'd think. You get rather used to it.
Evil? Evil is attacking my family right now?
Even as we speak. As I said, you're gonna have to be stronger and braver than you've ever been before.
But how can I protect him if I don't know who's going to attack us or why? Please, tell me what's happened. I have to know. No!
Big as life!
No!
It can't be.
Oh my God, the secret. It's finally out.
Can't be my father. I hate him.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me higher. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Charity? Jessica, what happened? Where's Charity? Come on, answer me, Jess. Where is she?
I don't know.
What's wrong? Why are you shaking? Did something happen?
Not really.
Then where's Charity? I thought she was up here sleeping.
So did I. And I came up and it was just the weirdest thing.
Come on, spit it out, Jessica. Where is she?
I walked in and the room was just, it was freezing and like a refrigerator. No, it wasn't like the rest of the house at all.
Did she leave the window open?
No, it was closed, but then this really freaky feeling came over me, like there was another presence in the room. And only I was alone, so it couldn't have been. It was so scary. I had more goosebumps than I did the first time I saw the Blair Witch Project.
And there wasn't any sign of Charity at all.
But now I know how she feels when she gets those premonitions. God, they're terrible. They're really scary. I'm so glad you're...
But we still don't know where Charity went.
Leave me alone.
You haven't given me an answer to my proposition yet.
The answer is no. No, I'm not going to kill myself so that I can come work for you. And no, I have no intention of becoming as evil as you are. All I want is my soul back so that I can forget that I ever met you.
Spoiled brat. She's just going to have to learn that one can't always get what one wants.
Thank God you're okay. You scared the daylights out of me, Miguel. I'm so glad everything's all right.
I wouldn't say that exactly. Charity's missing.
You said that she was up here... God, you're like a block of ice. She feels exactly like the room did when I came in here. It's nothing.
Are you sure, Kay? And is there something you're not telling us?
No! I won't let them take me! I won't let them take me!
Kay, please. If you know where Charity is, tell me.
Don't look at me. I don't know any more than you do. Tell your son that this is nothing but a pathetic lie. Tell him!
No.
No. No, it can't be true.
You would not fall for this bull that he's your son, are you?
Of course not. Unconscionable lie. I don't know why anybody'd be sick enough to say it, much less print it, for the world to read at a checkout counter of some local supermarket. Oh my God, Grace, this accusation is gonna kill her.
No, it's not. You just have to explain it to her.
Explain how? I mean, even if I can convince her that Ethan is not my son, she'll still know that I had an affair with Ivy. And I never told her. She's gonna be hurt, TC. She's gonna be so hurt. And all she's ever done was love me. I swear to God, if that son of a you-know-what is behind this, I will strangle him with my bare hands.
Everyone see the headline? If not, I'll be happy to send someone out for enough copies to pass around. I want everyone to know what my adoring wife has done to me. Not to mention this son she professes to love with all her heart.
It's possible that Sam's Ethan's real father.
If it is, it'll destroy Ethan. As different as he is from Julian and Alistair, being a Crane has always meant so much to him, much more than it ever meant to me.
It's family pride business. Must be a guy thing, because I almost feel sorry for him.
Julian must believe it's true. He looks like a madman.
But your father? Does Alistair know what the newspaper is accusing?
It's possible. Maybe that's why he stopped in the middle of his public announcement earlier. My God, I can't imagine what he would do. Ethan is his pride and joy, not to mention his primary heir.
Yeah. I don't mean to make light of how this can affect your family, but... And if this is true, I really feel worse for the Bennetts.
I know you're close to Sam.
And he's not just my boss, he's one of my closest personal friends, and... the marriage he has with Grace... it's like something out of a book. It's rock solid, it's unshakable, it's the way you'd want your marriage to be. If this turns out to be true, I don't even know. I mean, it's just gonna be rough on everyone.
It's like having something you've always believed in, shaken to the core.
Yeah. It's just like that, and I don't even want to think what Sam will do if he finds out that Ethan is his son.
I know, they have their problems.
That's an understatement. They can't even stand to look at each other.
What I want to know is who found out about this in the first place. Teresa. You can't be my fault. You saw me delete the letter that Mrs. Crane wrote to Sam Bennett from my computer, and I swear, Mama, I never showed it to anyone, I swear.
Yet somehow, Ivy's secret fell into the hands of the tabloid newspaper. It doesn't make any sense, Teresa. Besides Ivy, you and I, and Eve Russell are the only people who knew.
Dr. Russell knew? Yes. Maybe Dr. Russell showed someone.
No, she wouldn't. Trust me, she has her own reasons for protecting Ivy's secret.
Mama, as long as you know it wasn't me, I would never do this to the man I love. He's in shock. If I could just do something to help.
No. You leave him alone, Teresa. When he realizes that it's true, him and Sam will have to work it out.
Look, why should anyone believe anything printed in this paper? I mean, isn't this the same filthy rag that prints photos of UFOs and witches every week? I mean, there's no way I am Sam Bennett's son. My mother would never get involved with someone like him.
know anything about Charity, I need to know.
I feel terrible. It's really upsetting, honestly.
Why do you feel terrible, Kay? You didn't do anything to Charity, did you?
No, I didn't do anything. She said she was going to sleep, and that's what I thought she did.
Maybe she decided to crash in the other room.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check the rest.
Thanks, Jess.
Why does everything that happens always have to be my fault?
Nobody's blaming you. All right, I'm a little uptight. You know, Charity felt really shaky tonight, and you were the last person to see her. Just forget it. I didn't mean to make you cry. Why are you always so freezing cold all the time?
Just chilly in here, I guess.
No, that's not it. I mean, people have been noticing how cold your skin feels since Christmas at least. What's going on with you, Kay? For real. I mean, you know you can tell me anything.
Please, at least give me the name of the person who wants to hurt me or my family.
I'm sorry, Grace. No names. All I can tell you is that the attack is going to come from an unexpected place.
It's not enough. I mean, if you won't give me any details, how can I stop it from happening?
It's too late to stop. I told you it's already started.
What can I do?
Like I said, stay strong, be brave. Look to the goodness within yourself. Hold on to it for dear life. You will need it to fight the evil. You must fight it with all you have.
Who is this evil going to affect? I mean, is it me? Is it my children? Is it Charity? I mean, should I rush home and check on them now?
No, there's no point in rushing home. There's nothing you can do.
What can I do? Where should I go?
Doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's going to find you wherever you are.
Eve, you have to help me. We have to get Grace out of here. Oh, my God, is she still here? She was a bit shaky when I went up before, but I got her to rest for a while in Ivy's bedroom. She could come down at any minute. Yes, and it would be a tragedy if she found out about Sam and Ivy's past in front of everyone, not to mention they had a son together.
No, she can't find out like that, especially now that she's carrying the baby. Oh, Sam's got to be the one to break it to her.
He can't leave right now to take Grace home. I'll have to come up with an excuse and get her out of here. We'll go out the back way. Well, you're going to have to do some fast talking. What other choice do we have? Will you keep an eye on Teresa, please? I'll be back in a little while.
Well, of course I
You know, something tells me Teresa's mom thinks Julian Crane's telling the truth.
Yeah, well, she knows that he is.
What?
And Teresa knows it too. Sam Bennett is Ethan's real father. I mean, Teresa only just told me a few minutes ago.
You gonna tell me that Teresa's known that Ethan's not a Crane before tonight? And didn't say anything about it?
Yeah, well, I guess she was afraid of what it might do to him.
Well, what do you think we're looking at right now? I mean, I've seen train wrecks less bloody than this.
Well, she thought it would never come out.
Me? I mean, this is not gonna fly if Ethan finds out she knew. I mean, I don't know what's gonna hit him harder. To find out that a man that he can barely stand is his father? Or that the woman he planned to spend the rest of his life with knew about it and kept it a secret from him?
Why anyone would believe anything written in this filthy rag is beyond me. It's filled with nothing but lies. I am Ethan Crane, the firstborn son of Julian and Ivy Crane. I am a Crane by birth and blood.
I told the servants to ask the guests to leave. Are you all right, Julian?
All right. Of course I'm all right. I finally know Ivy's dirty little secret.
Well, I just want you to know that I'm here for you. And I think you showed incredible courage in the way you handled the news.
You didn't think I was overreacting?
No, on the contrary. Oh, a lot of men would have just strangled Ivy in front of all the guests. No, you handled the news of Ivy's infidelity with a quiet dignity that only you could pull off. Oh. Now you are a man among men, Julie.
How are you holding up?
Mama was right. She warned me all along that secrets have a way of coming out, no matter how hard you try to keep them under wraps.
You know, I still do not understand this. I mean, you said you deleted Ivy's letter to Chief Bennett from your computer. How in the world did the tabloid paper get a hold of it?
I don't know. I was so careful.
Yeah, you were. And you didn't even tell me.
I couldn't risk anyone finding out and using it against Ethan. I knew how much it would hurt him. I can't just stand here and do nothing. I've got to be with him.
Tell him, Eve. Tell him that you saw his birth records and there's no way that I could be his father. Now you tell him.
I'm warning you, Eve. If you tell Sam about Ethan, then I'm going to have to tell your daughters exactly what you are. A cheap slut who slept with Julian and had a child with him.
You told me that Ethan could not be my son because he was born prematurely. Now that was true, wasn't it?
This evil is going to strike first. I mean, how can I be on my guard if I don't even know that?
I can only reveal this. I've warned you about this impending disaster before.
You have? Well, the last time you warned me, it was about Noah.
Sam's son.
That's what I said. Noah, I mean, did something happen to him at boarding school?
Noah's fine.
Well, then who can this be about? Must mean the baby I'm carrying. I knew it was a boy. Is this warning concerning him?
I've said enough. Just be ready, Grace. As ready as you possibly can be. The outcome of this battle will determine the rest of your life.
Please don't go. I have so many questions. You have to tell me what to do. Lord, something terrible is going to happen.
Even if Julian didn't care about Ethan, he would never pull a stunt like this without Father's approval.
Maybe he got it.
No, I don't think so. Especially not after the way Alistair sounded on the speaker system earlier. I mean, something big hit him tonight. My guess is this was it.
Yeah. Well, if you're right, and if this came as a big a shock to them as it did everyone else here, then we could be in for some tougher times.
I don't understand.
If your brother and father think they've lost Ethan for good, they're going to turn their sights on you. I've been waiting for them to stir up some trouble between us ever since we got together.
I won't let that happen.
That doesn't mean they're not going to try.
Well, let them try all they want. There is nothing that my father or brother could come up with that could hurt us in any way.
Please, I'm begging you. Call your father and put a stop to this. Do something decent for once in your life.
Yeah, you're right. We're rock solid. We got nothing to worry about.
You told me that there was no way that Ethan could be my son.
Looks like Sam is starting to have some doubts. When Dewey let Ethan in on the news that Teresa knew the whole time but just didn't see fit to tell him. Patience. When he does find out, he will dump her. And you will be there to comfort him.
I can't wait. Is there anything I can do? If you want to leave, I will go with you. Right now, anywhere you want. I will do anything that you ask.
Thank you, Teresa. It's just enough you being here. I can't think about leaving right now. I have to speak to my father. Well, Father, I guess now I know why you and Grandfather hate newspapers, and especially tabloids. They'll print anything to sell copy, manufacture outright lies that hurt innocent people, decent families. I think tomorrow I'm going to call the publisher and I'm going to tell them that we're not going to take this lying down. We'll sue them for every cent they have. And we'll put them out of business. Make sure that they never do this to anyone again.
Listen to me, sir. Ethan. As sleazy as this newspaper is, it's telling the truth for once. Your mother knows it. So does her confidant, Pilar, though she'd rather be strung up by her thumbs and be disloyal and admit it.
Yes, but if it were true, Sam Bennett would know it. And he doesn't believe this any more than I do.
Talk to me, Eve. My God, I am begging you. Now, you told me that Ethan could not be my son. Now, here's the truth, isn't it?
Sam.
Isn't it?
Sam, leave her alone. She has nothing to do with this.
You're not my father, are you?
Of course not. It's impossible.
Wrong, Mr. Chief of Police. If you and Ethan want more proof, I'll give it to you. My darling Sam.
Mr. Crane has the letter that Mrs. Crane wrote to Sam Bennett. The one that was on your computer?
Oh, blah, 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 love. Oh, here's a pertinent passage. Our love did more than comfort me. Our love produced a son. Our son. This will shock you, Sam. Ethan is our son. Not mine and Julian's. Mine and yours. Ethan is a Bennett, not a Crane. Signed, all my love forever, Ivy.
I've known you almost my whole life, Kay. I mean, I know when something's eating away at you. Tell me what it is. I swear I won't tell a soul if you ask me not to.
I can't, Miguel, because there's nothing to tell.
Come on. This is me.
I appreciate your concern. I mean, really, but everything's cool. There's no sign of Charity anywhere.
Did you check the basement?
The basement, the attic, the backyard. Charity's not here.
Okay. Now I'm getting worried. When I spoke to her on the phone from the party, she said she was turning in. You know, so what would make her change her mind and then leave the house without telling Kay? The last couple of days, Charity's been really freaked out about something evil being close by. Did she mention anything to you about her closet?
Her closet?
Yeah, I mean, remember how she was talking about what was inside?
Don't just stand there, Kay. Get Miguel away from that closet. Unless you want your beloved to join his sweet Charity in playing something.
So the angel told you something bad was going to happen?
To me and my family. And she said there was nothing I could do to prevent it because it's already started.
But the angel didn't tell you exactly what this bad thing might be?
No. And I begged her for details. And all she would tell me is that I have to be very brave to survive this. I'm so scared, Laura.
No, Grace. Anyone would be shaken.
She told me that this terrible thing has to do with Sam's son.
Your son?
I asked her if she meant Noah, and she said no. So she must have meant this baby that I'm carrying. This isn't the first time she's warned me either, but she always refers to him as Sam's son, and not our son. I mean, doesn't that seem strange?
Grace, you know what I think? I think it's time for you to go home. You are newly pregnant, and it's been a long and tiring night.
Of course. You're right. I'll just go downstairs and get Sam.
No, Grace, why don't you let me take you? I'm on my way out anyway.
No. Why would you offer to take me when Sam is right downstairs? I mean, is there some reason he can't leave right now?
No, I just thought it would be more convenient.
You know, I don't believe that, Pilar. Is there something you're not telling me?
I don't know what the hell this is. But this certainly isn't proof. I mean, it's a forgery. A damnable lie clearly perpetrated by someone trying to hurt my family. Anyone with 2 eyes could see that this isn't worth the paper that it's printed on. And not a court of law in the world would accept this. So why are you, Father?
Don't you recognize your mother's handwriting?
It's a copy, for God's sake. A forger could draw this up with his eyes closed. So where's the original letter?
You're asking the wrong person.
Did you do this, Sam Bennett? Did you have one of your handwriting experts down at the police station draw up this pathetic excuse of a legitimate document? Because it's not very good.
Shut up! Just shut up! One thing I never thought you were was dumb. But this is plain stupid. Why in the hell would I want to claim you as my son?
Because I know you would do anything to hurt me or my family. This is my home. This is where I grew up. And this is my father. And Alistair is my grandfather. Do you hear me? I am Ethan Crane, and I am proud of it, and no one can take that away from me. No one.
So important to you that I leave right now. And you don't seem the least bit surprised by the angel's warning about the attack on my family.
That is not what I meant,
Are you
Grace.
sure? Please, Pilar, tell me the truth. Do you know what the angel was talking about?
I think it would be best if you discuss this with Sam later at home. He's the one you should talk to.
Fine, and then I'll just go right
Grace,
now.
no.
Why not?
Because Sam was in the middle of something when I came up, and I just assumed you wouldn't want to tear him away.
Don't tell me that he's in the middle of some party. Oh, isn't that just like a man? You know, it was like pulling teeth getting to come here tonight, and now that he's here, he's having a great time. I knew that he would once he stopped fighting it.
Grace, are you all right?
Actually, Pilar, I'm feeling a bit lightheaded.
Here, sit. I'll get you some water.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Sam won't mind if I pull him away from the party. I have to ask him about what the angel said. Maybe he'll know what she meant. I should go to him.
You can if you want, but if it were me, I'd just rather my loved ones left me alone right now.
I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here.
You don't have to worry about that, because I'm always going to be here.
Sorry about tonight.
Well, just because we were this close to making love when Teresa gone? Don't worry about it. Ethan's in trouble, and whether he's your nephew or not, I know you really care about him. And so does my sister.
That is why I love you so much.
10 minutes ago, I would have sworn on a stack of Bibles that there's no way that Sam could be the father of Ethan. But now I'm not so sure.
I'm just glad that Pilar took Grace home. It would have been awful if she were to walk in and on this.
It's about the only way things get worse around here.
I just wish Ethan didn't have to suffer so much. I love him whether he's a Crane or not. I think you need to remember that this is the same guy who left you high and dry the night before your wedding. He could use a little dose of reality. This is more than a dose, Mother. He looks like he wants to die. He'll survive. I promise you. And when he does, we can go on with our life the way it was meant to be before he humiliated you by picking Teresa. And when I am mistress of the manor here, I will get Julian to adopt Ethan. Then the two of you can move back to the mansion together the way it was always meant to be. You really think it'll happen that way? Trust me. You and I will be throwing gala dinner parties in the dining room, while Ivy and Teresa are fighting for a spot on the soup line, because they will be out on the street. Okay, Gwen and her mother. They're actually happy about what's happening. What is wrong with them?
Who knows? I mean, Mrs. Hotchkiss only wanted Gwen to marry Ethan because he was a Crane. Maybe they're just the type of people who get pleasure out of other people's pain.
And they must really be getting their kicks out of this.
I don't, blame you for having difficulty digesting this, Ethan, but you are not a Crane. You're just going to have to learn to accept it and live with it. This is not your home. I am not your father. Alistair's not your grandfather. You were a Bennett, thanks to your mother's unspeakable treachery. You still don't believe me. Look at her. You look closely at your mother's face. Truth is written right there.
Why not?
Because I'm scared.
Of what?
I'm afraid something's going to happen to you.
You're weirding us out, Kay. What could possibly happen to Miguel by looking in Charity's closet?
Charity could be in there. I mean, she might have fainted or something.
No, please, don't.
Don't be silly, Kay. All right? Nothing's gonna happen. Just move out of the way so I can look inside.
I'll be right there, Grace. Sorry, Pilar, but I need my husband right now. That angel scared me. Sam's the only one who can quiet my fears. He always makes me feel so safe and secure.
Can you see it, Ethan? I can. The truth is written right across your mother's artfully made-up face. But no amount of expensive cosmetics can cover up what she's been hiding all these years. Ask her point blank if she and Sam Bennett were lovers. Ask her if she indeed wrote this letter to Sam telling him that you were his firstborn son, not mine. Ask her. Who knows, perhaps tonight she might finally deign to tell us the truth.
I'm so sorry.